line, 100 line, 100 line, 100 line. Hello,
There's
hello,
mine.
hello, hello, hello. Hi, 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 hi. That's not what I want. This is what I want. Click. Thanks, thanks, thanks. Perfect. Hello to we got all here. Alex, Mastermind Josie. Hello, hello. Alex got a Steam Deck. Very nice. Let's see. You did some research on endings. It's okay. We have a flowchart that doesn't spoil anything to make sure that we avoid specifically the NSFW endings. Good to death. Hello, thanks for lurking. Hi. Yeah, we got this. We got this. At least I think we do.
Probably.
I don't know how long some of these endings actually take to get, but who's ready for that amazing music? Hello. There we go. God, oh man, it's so good. I just need to admire the music for a minute here. Sorry. It's so good. Oh, I thought the original music was good, but then like the bonus, like, oh, it's so good. So good. Are you ready, Blaze?
Yes.
Yes. Here we go.
Somewhere far away, someone is calling for me. Korea? No, not her. That's... Or is it her after all? She's the same, but different. That's right, I promised. I made her a promise, and this time, I'm going to keep it. I have to keep my promise. There's no way I'm going to break it this time. I'll start this war all over again, if that's what it takes. Oh, fight. I have to fight. Fight. Fight.
I'm not gonna make you do all that.
I jolted upright in bed, throwing out covers in a panic. My whole body was drenched in sweat, and my heart was racing like I'd just woken up from a nightmare.
Was it just a dream?
I couldn't remember exactly what kind of dream it had been, but it left its mark on me all the same. My throat was hoarse, as if I'd been yelling over and over again. My heart was pounding. I was fear or panic, but something closer to a burning resolve. What happened? Why can't I remember? Well, whatever it was, I'm wide awake now. I haven't close to morning yet. Maybe I'll step outside for some fresh air. I got out of bed and slowly made my way towards the door. Along the way, I happened to catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror.
Oh, look, we're gonna shift.
It's me.
Oh, I remember when we did this the first time.
Yeah. In spite of everything, it's still me. Right?
And I made the Undertale reference joke here.
Heath. Same face I see in the mirror every morning, but somehow, something about it seems wrong. Don't know how to describe it. It's like this reflection doesn't feel like me anymore.
Who are you? Yyou're... I'm... Takumi Sumino. Aren't I? Ugh, what am I doing?
Let's get payback. Let's go find Eito in his bed and kill him.
It would be good. I'm you, but cooler. Hello, Cryo. Hi.
Thunk. Oh, this is trippy.
Ooh. Holy! Oh my!
Where am I? Who am I?
Trying to make sense of the images floating into my mind, I staggered outside. Thing was how I remembered it. The rooftop, the plain prefab huts that served as our rooms. Of course, the walls of the undying flames surrounding the school. Having lost them once before, seeing them again was almost comforting, encouraging even.
No doubt about it. It works. This is... the past.
Yeah, it is.
I did it. I've... traveled back in time.
Might as well
Yeah,
make the
kinda low.
obligatory JoJo's reference.
Yeah, I might as well. In fact, that part slowly started to sink in. This was really happening.
This time I won't mess things up. I'll keep my promise. Nothing is going to stop me this time. I'll protect the ones I hold dear. And we'll all go to the satellite together. I won't let things play out the way they did before.
Is that the moon? Right on key, I felt a presence behind me. His presence. Eito.
No, Flame Boy.
Oh boy. Could finally hear the strange boy's voice. The way it was now, we could communicate directly with the cryptoglobin in my blood. So we keep our upgrades?
Maybe. That would be amazing. Your volume... Oh, that's a little better.
Because it just said he can still communicate with the Flame Boy. Which
Maybe
could
we-
only happen.
Yeah.
You're wrong. It's not the moon. That's the artificial satellite humanity's survivors fled to. Huh? You wanted to see if I could understand you, right? Well, I can. Give it a try. You can really hear me?
Aww.
Yeah. My cryptoglobin is strong enough now. I used a little of your power to come here from the future. My power? The future? I know, it's a lot to take in. You don't have to believe me right away.
Don't tell everyone you're from the future. This will never works out in shows.
Well, I think think it's okay to tell him.
I mean, yeah, it is his power he's using for this.
True.
But it's true. I absorbed your cryptoglobin and came back. To try again. To redo these 100 days. And make things better.
Or worse.
You're right, it is a lot, but I believe you. Really, just like that? Serial, the cat keeps me informed about what's going on. I know he's kept my existence secret from you. I doubt you'd be this calm if it was really your first time seeing me. Or even able to talk to me in this form. That alone is enough for me to believe what you're saying is true.
You are. I gotta turn you up. You're like really quiet. Or maybe it's just where you're sitting.
Thanks, that'll make things a lot easier.
Turn you up a little bit. There.
It also explains the irregularity I sensed a little while ago.
Huh?
Ah, an irregularity. Not sure how to explain it. About a kind of pulse, I suppose. Any my body got hot and feverish. It's like my cryptoglobin has suddenly been supercharged. If that's true, then put my hand over my chest to feel my own heartbeat. That violent pulsing, I felt the same as before I left. I think I might have come back with all my powers intact.
Oh, we're gonna be strong.
Yay, strong. Not just your memories. Your cryptoglobin was also carried over from your previous timeline. Ooh, is that what happened to, what's her name? Is that why what's her name was so strong?
Hiroko?
Yeah. So we made a comment on how strong she was.
But she
And it
said
really...
she said that she was fighting them for a long time.
And that does not mean she wasn't time traveling.
I guess it's true. I doubt
If
it,
anything,
though.
that would be a very viable reason why she was.
Having
Because she was
two
time
time
traveling.
travelers seems a little much. I mean,
Not
then
really.
again, it is Zero's
Look at what
escape.
Back to the Future did.
That's true.
There's a lot of cases where more than one actually makes things interesting. Because she could have been the original time traveler,
Maybe.
but because she died, we became it. Because she wasn't able to in that timeline.
Maybe. Anywho.
In that case, what I felt before was probably my cryptoglobin resonating with yours. Resonating? Gosh, sensing a power equal to its own must have stimulated it. You're saying your power got stronger just because I'm here? I'm only guessing. Even I don't know very much about how cryptoglobin works. If I can send your consciousness back in time, I don't think it's out of the question for it to cause a reaction in other users. Flow of time is by nature one of the absolutes of the world. Under normal circumstances, there's no way that flow can be reversed. Breaking that rule and warping time to your own ends is bound to have consequences. Something unexpected might happen in the world you return to. It may have fathomable effects on your cryptoglobin. You're probably right. In the future, you told me something similar.
I don't...
Interesting. Assuming your arrival is what's simulated in my cryptoglobin, I don't think I'm the only one to benefit from its effects.
What if we make everybody keep their power? That'd be cool.
Yes. The other members of the Special Defense Unit have felt it too. Almost like our powers are syncing up. So, everyone else is stronger now? Hey, yay! That's unexpected, but I guess it's a good thing. We're all on the same side after all.
Except Eito.
But we're gonna murder Eito first chance we get, though. I still don't understand what you're doing here. It must be important if you subject yourself to 100 days of war all over again. What happened in the future you come from? It's a long story. If I ever get into that, can you tell me how far I've come back? What day is this? Day after you were all brought here. Day 2 out of 100.
Day 2.
Wait, this is... Is it... Didn't, like, Serial go away, like, disappear day 3 or 4?
I think it was like day 4, yeah.
Day 2, what happened here the first time around? I feel like there was something important, but... What are you doing out here anyway? There must be a reason you appeared. Oh, of course, I almost forgot all this excitement. I needed to ask you something. So I created this avatar. I went looking for someone to talk to. What did you want to ask me about?
Can we... I hate to say this. Can we try turning off the crisp? Because you're coming in really muffled today. I don't know what's going on with that.
There you go.
Cereal was discovered day 6?
There you go.
Well, that's much better. Okay.
What did you want to ask me about? Have you seen Serial? He comes to the defense room to talk to me every night, but he didn't show up today. So it's tonight. Huh? Serial? Of course, that's what's so important about our second day here. Well, I'll do whatever I can. Come find me in the war room tomorrow morning. I'll let you know what the brass says.
Hey!
I've got a lot to do, so I'll call it a day here. See you tomorrow, bright and early. That was when Serial disappeared, right after promising to tell us the truth about the war. This is the night Eito kills Serial. He does what? We have to find them. We might still be in time to stop it. But we know it's in the gym. Eito told us. Alright, if Serial's in danger, I won't ask questions. I'll help you look for him. It's not easy to maintain this form, but sounds like there's more important things at stake. Thanks, I appreciate it. But yeah, we know where he is. I'll let you know as soon as I find anything. The ghost boy disappeared into the thin air. So he'd been swallowed up by his own flames. If I can protect Serial, the future is bound to change. I have to stop Eito. I won't let him mess everything up this time. Before beginning my search, I headed for the war room. Whatever happens next, I was going to need my infuser. True.
Good call.
Genius, actually, because we know Eito's in his infused form right now. Okay, I'm ready to take on Eito. Now I just have to find him. Back in my timeline, he said he called Serial out to discuss something. Where was it again? The gym.
Do we stop by and talk to Flameboy? Or do you think that choice could fuck us up?
I have a feeling that choice could fuck us up. That would seem very like this game to do. Flung the door to the gym open and charged inside, afraid of what I might find.
Takumi!
Gotcha, bitch!
Sumino?
What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing.
Me? Oh, I just...
You told Sire there was something you wanted to discuss alone after sleeping hours.
What?
He's taught
Oh,
you
he
how to
been
use
caught.
Sumo Anima, and you've used this conversation to get him to relax around you. Now you're planning to take advantage of his dropped guard to destroy him before he has a chance to fight back.
Huh.
You've been caught. Destroy me. What are you thinking about, Atsuko? You'll never defeat the invaders without me.
No!
Yeah, we actually could. Besides, did you forget what I told you earlier? You got a bomb in you I can detonate whenever I want. That won't matter so long as he takes you out in one hit. Can always come back with the Revive-O-Matic. You know, you're right. I can't believe I didn't think of that. But why would you want to kill me anyways? I was gonna tell you the truth tomorrow. I'm being nice. If I die, you won't have a clue what's going on here, and having no leader will make your battles even harder. That's exactly what he wants. I won't let that happen this time. This time? Takumi, what's gotten into you? This is all a big misunderstanding.
No, bitch, we've killed you once. We're killing you again.
Yeah. I wasn't really going to tell him serial. Just wanted to threaten him a little to make sure he wasn't lying. We know the truth. I mean, since we're fighting a war and decide the fate of all humanity, that's true then. Then you want to sabotage him and guarantee humanity is destroyed. Isn't that right?
What?
What? You want humanity to be destroyed? What are you talking about? Why would I want to do something so horrible? Don't try to deny it. I know how you see us. Unsightly, freakish, eerie monsters.
What?
And you think you've been chosen as some kind of savior, or rid the parent of our vile species. There's no use hiding it, Eito. I know everything. You hate humanity? I don't understand. How? I've never told anyone about any of that. Not even once. So how?
How do you know about all this, Takumi?
Alright, time to murder him. If you want to blame somebody, blame your future self. Laid it all out in a lengthy monologue. So we caught him monologuing.
I love how we both. I love how we both already had a monologue one.
Oh.
What? The future? That's right. I come from the future where you sabotaged this academy. I came back to fix it. To stop you. So it's not just your appearance. You're actually crazy too. Well, I have to say, this is a disappointment. I was so sure you'd be the easiest one to deceive. What a pity that I'll have to kill you first. I'm ready for you this time.
We do need a monologue command.
Explosive, go!
And change the future.
Serial explosive, go!
No, we're gonna fight him ourselves.
You know what? I'm fine with that too.
Me too.
Because we're powered up.
Oh yeah, we are. He might be too, though.
Well, we're just not giving him a second turn.
Yeah, round 2, fight.
We messed him up once, we'll do it again.
Oh yes, we did. We can beat Bitch Boy even without you, Gamu.
Please tell me it's like an actual. Yes!
What are you talking about, Takumi? So it's not just your appearance. You're actually crazy, too. It doesn't matter.
Ooh, his
I'm gonna get
music's back,
copyrighted
too.
again.
But you don't stand a chance.
Yay!
I just
Wait, was
felt
it
a
this song
surge
that
in my
copyrighted
hemo
you, or
anima.
was it the end credits that copyrighted you?
No, it was both.
What? Your hemo anima? Time to test it on you. Prepare to die, vile human!
Alright, let's do this.
Alright.
Hey, we just have to...
1 AP.
How much is...
He's got 13.
We've got to have something really strong, right?
Good to go.
Oh, yes, we do. Impact Stap's gonna be nuts because his armor stuff.
Yeah, I'm just concerned about
Let's do it.
how much we might have leveled him previously.
Allow me to trim down those numbers.
Oh, that's not bad.
Ooh. I think it's
Let's
because,
do
this also could be because he's just getting in touch with his
Good to go.
Hemo skill.
Could be.
Yeah.
We just need to keep stabbing him.
It's a shank off.
You're in the way!
Absorbing the baby's cryptoglobin has transformed Takumi's Crimson Assault skill to a Zer Blitz. Has a wide vertical
Ooh.
range with a piercing effect capable of killing distant enemies.
Alright, I think we have the best move now. Let's see
I got
this.
this.
11 attack?
Yeah, no, I think this is the best.
One last strike.
Oh, we're blue. Oh, we have flames!
Yes! Oh, yeah, no, best skill in the game right there.
Oh my god!
Best
Blaze is
voltage
so
move.
U-coded.
Yes.
Hatman, that's
Best-
a wild sentence. What's a wild sentence? Hello, welcome in. That was brutal. The baby one.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, he's not a baby, but...
Hey, our BP gets to be cup 2.
Yo.
Thank goodness. So you know the route we have to go, right?
Oh.
You got that up?
Yeah, I know how we're going.
Impossible. How can you be so much stronger than me? That was really something, Sumino. When did you get so strong? I mean, you did okay in yesterday's battle, but you're on a whole other level now. Because that wasn't us yesterday. It's only been 1 day since then. What's happened to you? From the future, bitch. Only 1 day.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how it seems to you, but for me, it's been so much longer. I've already spent a full 100 days with you, Eito. I never even guessed at your true nature until it was too late.
Everything we did, everything we sacrificed, it was all for nothing. All because of you.
Where's all this coming from, Sumino? What's going on with you?
I think I can explain, Sirei.
Another voice joined the conversation, speaking directly into my head at the same time. He appeared.
The baby! Squeaky chair.
What the? Eito really did betray us. It's just like you said, Takumi. You made some kind of avatar with the unflamed flames. I didn't know you could do that. I was worried when you didn't come to the defense room.
Huh?
Oh, it's more than that, really. I want to see the people who are fighting to protect me up close, at least once.
Yeah.
Huh.
Can you hear him too, Serial? That's right, he can only communicate via hemo-anima telepathy. But I've got equipment built into me to receive those signals.
Red Hood, welcome in. Hi, hello, how are you?
Now, you said you could explain all this? Yes, you might have trouble believing Takumi. This will probably mean more coming from me. Ghost Boy went on to tell Serial everything I told him when I arrived in this timeline. Naturally, the little creature was taken aback. Who wouldn't be?
What?
You used Teemo Anima to travel through time? Now that you mention it, Atsusuki did say he felt a sudden surge of power back there. That seems to be a side effect of Takumi's arrival here.
Doing pretty good. You doing good, Blaze?
Yeah.
I feel bad that like the whole opening is just male characters, though.
Oh well.
Oh
My
well.
throat suffers, it suffers.
I'll make you tea later if I need to.
Yay! Well, butter my biscuits. I never expected anything like this to happen. Just goes to show you, we haven't even scratched the surface of what Cryptoglobin can do. Put your middle finger down, Serial. What are you talking about? What did this fiery monster come from? All this stuff about the future, is that really true? What have you done, Takumi? You don't need to know that. I'm only trying to use anything I tell you against me anyway. It's over, Eito. I won't let you destroy humanity. Kill him! Kill him! You're going to kill me then? Is that what you're saying? We could also keep him hostage.
I was going to say, I think we should lock him in the courtyard.
You seem like such a nice guy too. You must really hate me. Yes, we do. What did I do to deserve such malice, Takumi? Think about it. I haven't actually done anything. You killed a baby. What do you mean?
Well, I appreciate the subscribble.
Are you going to try to take my life because of something you think I might do?
This could be. Yeah.
There's no might about it. You'll definitely mess things up if I don't stop you. I know you well enough to be sure of that. It's not like anything I can say can change your mind about humanity, can it? You're right. There's no changing who I am.
Huh?
You're just unsightly monsters. That's a firm, immutable truth. As long as I live, I'll never stop hating your whole vile species. I've got to say, you two are full of surprises, both of you. How an outlier like you ended up here is a real mystery, Atsusuki. The desire to eliminate humanity is totally antithetical to our mission here. I'll have you to look into how such an error could have occurred. Now that I know all of this, there's no use preserving you anymore. You gonna blow him up. So his eyes flashed red. Explosion!
Yay!
Huh? What did you just do? I erased Atsusuki's DNA record from the Revival-Matics database. That's nuts!
It's got data on all of us, right down to our genetic code. Cross-references those records to figure out who's in the pod. From there, it uses some kind of ultra-complicated process to reconstruct the body back to its original state. And then we're alive again, just like that.
So, Eito can't be revived anymore. Exactly. All that's left is for you to execute him, and everything will be back on track. Do you think we absorb his emo anima doing this?
I don't know.
That's an interesting thing. So if we do, then we just get another boost to our special skill.
For real, though?
Actually, it's probably level 11 because of all the commanders on top of absorbing previous Itos and the babies.
Yeah.
That actually kind of makes a lot of sense why it's 11 right now.
Yeah, makes sense.
So, I'm doing this. I'm killing Aito before he can do any harm. Wait, Takumi. I won't try to stop you, but take a moment to think about this. And we took long at the moment. You said to come back so you could change the future. Yes. What kind of future do you want to create? And is killing him the only way to achieve it? Yes. The future I want. Well, you should absolutely kill him. Leave him alive and we'll have no kind of future at all. Or you just open up the courtyard and we lock him in. He's an enemy of all humanity, just like the invaders. He doesn't deserve your pity.
Fucking smile on my face.
Yeah, Neko merch.
Yeah.
Comfy Neko merch.
Huh?
Alright, I'm inconvenient for you, so just get rid of me. Isn't that how humans made it this far? Ignore the fact that you've been taking an innocent's life for your own selfish purpose. You're not innocent. It's for humanity's sake, then anything goes. Isn't that right?
Yeah, didn't you kill your family?
She did. That's just not about to change his mind. He's still just as much a threat as ever, so we're murdering him. I know better than anyone that kind of terrible thing he's capable of. Well, depends on what this chart wants us to do.
Well,
I can't deny that. This Aito hasn't done any of that yet. He's not an invader, he's a human being just like me. Is killing this version of him really the right thing to do? This has to be my decision. I'm done with letting others control my fate. That's why I came back in the first place, to create a new future on my own terms.
Sipal, hi, welcome in. You're right, he did kill all his friends too.
Whatever path I choose here, I have to be prepared to see it through. It's time to make my choice. Finally, a decision in this game!
From now on, the story will diverge greatly depending on Takumi's decisions. You'll be able to come back and explore the other choices later. Now, decide Eito's fate.
Well, I think I see what it's gonna have us do.
I think I do.
So I know which route you want.
I'm over double checking. Fantastic.
Perfect.
The route we were planning to go lets us kill him. Yay!
Perfect. Yay.
Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. It's your future.
Yes, it is. That's right. Just like the end on Flame Boy said. I came back so I can change the future. If I let Aito live, history might repeat itself. If I don't want that to happen, then my choice is clear.
Alex, we're aware. We're good. We got this.
Yep. I need to end his life here and now.
Yes. Get rid of him. Neko playing Killing in Dark Games. Always your favorite game nights? Yay! Yeah, we're gonna do more than one alternate ending. In fact, I think we're doing like 4 or 5 of them from what we decided.
Yeah, we've got a lot of good routes. We just don't know how long the routes will be, so
Yeah.
that might change things.
I do know that, like, I want to do like a not serious ending first, which is why we're going
Yeah.
this way. I do want to get what's considered to be like the canon ending at some point.
I mean, technically every ending's canon, but
Technically, every ending's canon, but
it's which ending do you want to be canon first?
well, I mean, I want the true. I want to get the true.
I mean,
ending
hey,
first.
look, it's the Humanima screen.
Yo.
I guess I've got no choice.
Yay! Kill Eito.
Our busted ability is now stronger.
Yay!
This is
Do you
it.
think if we stacked
You're
all of the
finished.
voltage on us, we could just like start taking out half a boss's health bar? One voltage move.
Yes, actually, I do.
Pair that with the desperation potion and the stun removal from.
Nozomi. Yeah. Oh man.
I think we're gonna become very broken in this game. Suddenly I found myself walking to my room. It was almost like I was running from something. Because if every ending is a new time loop,
Yeah.
does that mean
Oof.
are we just gonna become busted by the end of this?
This is some Madoka level shit, though. We're just tying all the timelines.
Yeah, finally made it to the rooftop when I saw them there. As if they have been waiting for me. It's the flame dude again. What's going on with you, Sumino? Why would you leave the gym without saying anything? I mean, he just murdered someone. Do you blame him? Maybe you didn't want to see Atsuzuki looking like that?
Aha!
You have nothing to worry about, Sumino. You made a wise decision. You did the right thing. He was trying to destroy me, your commanding officer.
I'm gonna need some answers right now, Serial.
And that's not all. He was trying to slaughter all of humanity. You're our savior, the hero who saved mankind, so you don't have a single thing you need to regret. I don't know about that. Personally, I get the feeling you're walking down the wrong path. No, we're walking down the right path, that's for sure. Perhaps I should say, he's straight off the path he was meant to walk as a human being. It may be true that Eito committed many crimes in the future, you know, Takumi. But he hasn't done anything wrong here and now, has he? He technically did! He just tried to kill Serial.
Well, attempted and
And he tried to... And he murdered his family. So, he did quite a few things wrong.
How are the others gonna react to this, though? Yeah, that's kind of a point.
We're just gonna throw him out in the wilderness, same as he did to Serial.
And also, yes, accidents happen in a gym with all those heavy weights.
But his emo anima's been trained. They'll recognize that. So we just throw his corpse out into the wilderness. That's how. You've executed an innocent human being for crimes he might have possibly committed in the future. No, he committed them. He just tried to commit one.
Yeah.
People can change, I believe so at least. But you didn't give him the chance.
Yeah, well, I didn't exactly want to give him the chance after what he did to Nozomi.
Yes. That doesn't sound like the right thing to do to me. Shut up. Huh? Do you think I don't know all that already? You don't have to shove it down my throat.
Yeah, true.
Clenched my fist and practically barked my rebuttal at the ghost boy before running off to my room.
Honestly,
Still
poor
all
Ghost Kid,
male
but
characters.
He admitted to climbing the political ladder to help slaughter humanity before coming to last defense. You're so right. You're so right.
Literally, if we had just mentioned that.
Besides, yes, Cryo's also right. It's irrelevant what they think. We only care about what Darumi would think here.
And she would murder no matter what.
Oh, she would.
Even if he was innocent. Actually innocent.
Yeah, so there we go. Besides, he killed his own family. That's enough for me.
Yep.
Ugh.
It was oppressively silent in my room. I didn't bother to turn the lights on. I just sank into the corner and wrapped my arms around my knees. I did the right thing. I did the right thing. I repeated this to myself over and over again.
You're our savior. The hero who saved mankind. So you don't have a single thing you need to regret.
Also, chat, there's still a new command out there that no one's found.
That's true.
Yeah, that's right, exactly. But why can't I stop thinking about what he said after?
You've executed an innocent human being for crimes he might have possibly committed in the future. People can change. I believe so, at least. But you didn't give him the chance.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Covered my ears and squeezed my eyes shut. But when I did, I could see Eito, now a blackened lump of flesh, staring at me hatefully. Also, Neko, how was your dinner?
It was good. I actually think that I might need to pause stream here for a minute, though, because I think my my medication is giving me some nausea, and I would like to go take my nausea medication real quick.
Lol.
So
Fair
sorry,
enough.
chat. We'll be right back. I was actually going to wait till the end of the day. we're back. I accidentally clicked a
We're
button,
back.
so where dialogue line up?
I focused on my breathing, the only sound in my room. Spent the night curled into a ball, my eyes wide open the whole time. Oh, he's gonna be so guilt-filled.
I wish she'd be a little less guilt-filled. You unlock Chapter Select. This option will allow you to jump to the beginning of each day or directly before or after story decisions. You can access
Hey!
Chapter Select from the menu. Use it to complete 100% of the story. Oh man, exciting. Day 3.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine!
Welcome to Trauma Town, Takumi. Yeah, right. Goodbye, Eito and Noizomi. My new alignment heroes are Serial and Johnny Blaze. Hi, Guy. How are you tonight?
Get ready for your... Prepare to spend... Be ready to give your lot...
Takumi. Oh. Takumi, what's up, man? What did you... Eito, he... Everyone's cold eyes pierced through me as I stepped into the cafeteria. They're all staring at me suspiciously.
Oh, jeez.
Serial, back us up!
We all saw the body in the gym. And then Serial showed up.
Right, I explained what happened to everyone.
Huh?
I told them that you came back from the future. I told them Eito was abnormal and that he tried to destroy me last night.
Huh?
I told them everything, but they seem reluctant to believe me.
Obviously, you tell us he came back from the future. And you think any of us are dumb enough to just be like, oh well, if you say so.
Huh? Yeah, none of us are that stupid. If a useless single-cell organism like me might be permitted to speak up, are we sure Takumi isn't experiencing some sort of delusion?
At the very least, there's no way he can prove he's not. I mean, we could tell them what all of their class weapons are, even though we haven't seen them yet.
True. I mean, but that would require them to use Hema Enema, which means we have to convince them. Because we did have a fight.
That's true. That would mean Mr. Samino got caught up in this delusion and ended up murdering someone. That would make him the abnormal one around here.
If we really want to prove it, since we have a good memory of what had happened previously, we could just tell them when the next fight is.
Oh, yeah.
And tell them which commander it's gonna be.
We could explain the morphogenetic field theory for real. Just saying Eito was trying to kill me would have been fine, Serial. It's true. This could have been in self-defense.
I'm not sure if I made the right choice last night. I still don't have confidence it's my decision, even though I already made it. But what I experienced last time really happened. There's no way it was a delusion.
I mean, honestly, we could also tell them, like, little details that we know about them that they haven't, like, revealed to other people yet. Like...
we could literally just tell them about the second academy.
We could tell them about the second academy.
Need them to understand that, if nothing else. Everyone, hear me out. It's a long story, but... I looked right into everyone's eyes as I began to recount what I knew about their previous 100 days. I told them everything that happened. World Death, Cryptoglobin, the Exodus Project, the artificial satellite. I told them about the boy made of undying flames and his infant body in the defense room. Even the existence of Second to Last Defense Academy, 5 other fighters there under the command of Nugget. The only thing left out was what I learned about Noizomi. The secrets she shared the first time were between me and her. Aw, even keeping her secret still.
Aww.
It's night by the time I was done talking. Still, doubt in their faces never left. I knew why too, but it was because I killed Eito. In their eyes, my story was nothing more than an elaborate and lengthy excuse. Like I was trying to confuse them by weaving their fantastical, impossible tale.
Oh, I see. I think I understand.
It doesn't look that way to me.
I simply mean I understand what you think happened. Whether it's true or not is another story.
So talking anymore is just a waste of time. Why don't we call it for today and get out of here? Hey, it's late now.
Huh? But what do we do with Eito's body? Still lying there in the gym. Should we bury him? Oh. Wait, it would be so pitiful to bury him when he looks like a burnt pretzel stick. I wish we could do something about that.
Like what?
Restore his body to how it used to be, perhaps. Is that even possible? Obviously, I can't do it, but maybe Cereal.
Oh, well, I mean, it's not that I can't do it, but that's a super secret technique written at the very end of the super secret commander and officer manual. So how in the world did you know about it, Shuzahara?
Just a guess.
Just a guess, huh? A guess?
But why would he do that? I told you, it's such a pity. We don't know if he was really a traitor or not. A body deserves dignity no matter what sins that person may have committed in life. Isn't it only normal to want a body in such a tragic state to look more like it used to be?
No one objected to her suggestion. Cereal reluctantly agreed. He must have decided it wasn't worth antagonizing everyone over it, when it was only our third day here. And so, we transported Eito's body to a classroom on the second floor. The bio lab, probably. No, just the classroom.
Oh, it's so cold. What is this room?
Oh.
It's a morgue. A morgue. What? I don't remember that from the last time. You never used it? Well, in a way, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
This is where we store bodies whose cause of death are unknown. Say one of you got killed by an unknown weapon during a defensive battle. A bioweapon or nanomachine or something like that. In that case, we need to dissect you in order to properly determine the cause.
Aha.
We need a place to store the body in a situation like that, which is why we have this room. Temperature is set really low to keep the bodies from decomposing. Everyone hunched their shoulders against the cold as they looked around the room. Their breaths steamed in the air.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm going to get started on restoring the body. Do you all mind stepping out? How long will it take? I should have it done by tomorrow morning.
Aha.
Oh, right, one last thing. We were about to leave and Cereal stopped us.
Aha.
I know it's sudden, but as of today, I'd like to officially designate Sumona as the Special Defense Unit's team leader. Yay!
Read the fucking room.
Huh?
Oh.
You saved me, Sumino, and you know the future. Plus, you have red hair, so I'm sure you'll make a great leader. What's that a reference to? That cannot be not a reference.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Hold on.
I feel like we should know this reference.
I do too.
This is definitely an anime reference. Wait, I got an idea. Urza from Fairy Tail. Gara
I mean, there are a lot of, now that I'm thinking about it, like, there's a lot of, like, red-haired, like, protagonists or team leaders or... There's Rias, there's, you
It's
know...
probably a Rias reference.
It's probably a Rias reference. Either who.
Or Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter. What kind of reason is that? I will not entertain any objections. That's an order from your commanding officer. Disobeying you will be court-martialed. Damn. Good to do as Sumino says, starting tomorrow. Got it?
I don't like that forced team lead shit.
We returned to the roof. Everybody's faces were even more gloomy, having seen Aito's body up close. They all vanished inside the room without saying a word. Left on my own, I casually glanced up at the sky and saw the satellite. The artificial satellite hung in the sky, lit with countless mechanical lights. I felt further away than the last time I saw it. Just then, I heard a pop inside of my head. The very next moment, I was suddenly unconscious.
What the fuck?
I mean, we had been up for over 24 hours.
But what was that noise?
Get ready for your... Prepare to be ready to give your...
In the morning, I skipped going to the cafeteria and went back there instead. Somebody else has got there before me. Haruko.
Good morning. Did you eat breakfast?
No, not yet. I'm not hungry. Could maybe go for a frog, though. Frog?
The fuck, Takumi?
Oh.
A frog.
Frog.
Huh?
Forget that. What are you doing here?
I mean, I guess he's just taking after you now.
What? No, I definitely don't eat these frogs on the screen.
Listen,
I take them gambling on frog races.
I keep sending them over to you and they never come back.
They go frog racing around the world.
Okay.
After a moment of silence, Haruko answered.
Probably for the same reason you are. I wanted to see the results of the restoration.
Cyril's not here. Does that mean he's done?
Only one way to find out.
Haruko approached the body. She stopped in front of it and quietly pulled back the sheets covering Aito's body.
Looks like it's done. At the very least, he's not a burnt pretzel anymore.
I felt vaguely relieved seeing him. Of course, I hadn't forgiven him what he's done to us last time. But I felt some guilt about bringing him to such an undignified end. Now that his body was back to the way it used to be, the painful mass of emotions within me eased a little.
It feels wrong to bury him in the dirt after all this effort to get him so pristine. Why don't we leave him like this for a little longer?
Haruko covered him with the sheet once more. No sooner had she finished than Gaku came barreling into the room. Hey, you guys are. We found something messed up. Come look.
Uh-oh, what did we do?
Messed up? Just hurry. You'll have to see for yourself. Haruko and I practically flew down the stairs as we followed Gaku to the classroom on the first floor, dashing inside upon our arrival.
I mean, we had that pop, and then we kind of like blacked out. And then when we woke up next, we were staring at the sky. You want to tell me we didn't, like, lose control of our body or some shit?
Well, let's see what they found. What is this?
Or Darumi pulled some shit.
No clue.
Spray paint. Someone sprayed a message on the digital blackboard.
That's just rude. It's digital. You could have just used it. I looked at the message. Leave school now, or I'll kill you all. I was the first one to find it.
Is Eito controlling us? Ah, God, I really hope not.
I finished breakfast early and was wandering around the school when I saw this.
Then he came back to the cafeteria and told us about it.
Huh?
We all came running to see for ourselves.
But who would pull some kind of dumb prank like this? Prank? I said what I said. Who would take this shit seriously? Looks like some snot-nosed kid wrote it.
Oh, I believe it though. It's way more interesting that way. Yeah! I smell the killing game in the air. Whether it's serious or not, we don't know. It's not the work of an invader. The alarm wouldn't go off if one of them tried to get in here.
Huh.
Not entirely.
They don't know our language on top of that. I doubt it could have been one of them.
What if it was Eito? Oh? Maybe the restoration brought him back, like a zombie.
I don't think that's possible. His appearance may have been restored, but his cryptoglobin is gone. And besides, we just saw him. He definitely wasn't breathing.
So that means the person behind this threat is in the room with us now. Everyone glanced around, trying to see what everyone else was thinking. Their eyes were filled with distrust and unease. Wait, but hold on. There's one other person it can be, right? Everyone seems to have an idea of what I was getting at.
Aha!
That's right, Cereal. I definitely wouldn't put it past him. But why would he write a threatening message like this?
We can figure that out later. For now, we need to find him. Is he gonna be dead again? And so began the hunt for Cereal. Found him only seconds later. Turned out he was very close to the classroom.
Again?
That's exactly how Eito had him, too.
It is.
Siri?
What the hell?
You're kidding.
Why? How could this happen to him?
Why do I think we did it this time?
I think we did, too. Everyone was deeply disturbed, but the shock I felt was far beyond theirs. After all, I'd seen this very scene before. Last time I went through this. Back then, Eito had been responsible for it, but Eito didn't exist in this world any longer. I killed him myself 2 days earlier. And yet, same thing was happening all over again. The whole reason I fought Eito in the first place was to prevent this. So how? Why? We returned to the classroom in a daze. Everyone stood around in silence for some time. Their eyes were cast downward, expressions grave.
16-bit? That sucks that you're addicted to such a silly game. Also, Aito's dead because we killed him. And Cereal's dead, and unfortunately, we may have been the one who did it.
Unless the beep we heard was someone's door opening and they knocked us out.
It could be.
It could be a red herring. Finally, Gaku broke the silence. Jakamaya, do you still think this is all a prank?
Hello, Noivello. I'm doing pretty good. You, please?
Yeah.
But if this is a prank, then it's just not fair. They didn't even give us a chance to leave. Maybe it means the kill you all part will start as soon as we see the message? Still, it's not right. It's highly probable that cereal was destroyed before we woke up. Somebody would have noticed otherwise.
That means it happened before Gaku found the message. Unless Cereal saw them.
You caught up, and goddammit, for real, Hibari. So one of us had to die before we even knew we were being threatened. How utterly unreasonable.
In movies, terrorists always set off a small-scale explosive, then claim responsibility, right? Once everyone knows it's not a prank, they announce they're going to carry it out another crime.
Jeremy has a point. I'm scared that her saying that means someone's about to die pretty soon here.
Yeah.
Is it possible that the culprit did this to Cereal to show they were serious? In that case, we'd be fine so long as we did what they demanded. Temporarily leaving the school and seeing what happens before returning would be the safest option. There was no guarantee that the person who wrote that message was the same person who destroyed Cereal. Let's have the question that this message really was just a prank. Even if it was, we'd still have to deal with the threat of whoever destroyed Cereal still being nearby. For now, I need to figure out if we listen to the message or not.
Second to last Defense Academy still exists, and we could go there. However, the thing we actually need to protect is here, not there. So,
Right. Do we leave the school, or do we ignore it all and stay? It's up to me to decide. Another one.
alrighty. Whew.
Back to the flowchart.
Indeed. Your message didn't go through? Looks like we want to go this way.
Hey guys, listen. We can't listen to the message.
Why? The enemy could attack any day now. We can't just leave this place unprotected.
Aye, didn't you come back from the future? That means you should know exactly when the enemy will attack, right?
So, when's the next attack?
Ah.
The next one is 3 days from now on day 7. And what's the big deal with leaving this place empty until then? It's just a matter of going outside the wall and fire and coming back in 3 days, right?
Yeah.
We'd be technically complying with the message says. The culprit wouldn't see a need to follow through with their threat. The next attack being 3 days away is what I remember from last time. But there's no guarantee the enemy will act in the same way this time.
Because you may have already changed the course of history by coming back to the past. Is that what you're trying to say?
I nodded.
There is another thing to consider. Can we really trust the culprit to keep their word and leave the academy alone while we're gone? We're talking about someone who did something that vicious to Cereal before we even saw the message. And there's no way a person like that's ever going to keep their word, ergo, this has to be a trap.
I got no clue who they could be. Only thing we can figure is that they're an invader trying to nab the baby in the defense room while we're gone.
Just said you thought it was a prank.
Shut up. Things are different now that Serial's been wrecked.
I personally think we should just ignore the message. That'll launch the culprit into slaughter mode, right? Now that's the kind of show I'd pay through the nose to watch.
I said the excuse of an existence will surely be the first one to be eliminated. Oh, I'm all for that idea, of course. After all, even the tiniest bacteria has more worse than a traumatized speck of fractional dust like me.
So, if we take a head count, there are 6 of us who want to stay? Takumi, Takamaru, Darumi, Shoma, and the Skumo twins. If we're going by a majority vote, those who want to remain have already won, right?
Seriously? Are y'all out of your minds?
Nobody's stopping you from going out there yourself.
Outside the wall of fire?
I dare say that's what the culprit's really aiming for.
Once he managed to isolate someone, the real fun begins.
Gaku starts shaking like a leaf.
You're curious how Eito managed to keep Hiruko dead long enough for her to not be revived. He instantly drained her of her hemoanima, or her cryptoglobin, right? So, I don't think they can come back from being mummified.
Right.
Because there's no cryptoglobin to keep them going. And in fact, I would even dare say, you know how they said that, like, cryptoglobin is, like, has a mind of its own, blah, 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 blah?
Yeah.
So I actually think that the way that they're resurrecting us is by pumping a basic, like, I guess, I don't want to call it a mannequin, but I've got, like, no better word for it. And pumping our hemoanima into it, which is how we're being revived, basically. Like, that's our personality. Like, that is us. We are the cryptoglobin, not the person, not the human even. A dummy or a cadaver. Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah. Anywho, next one is left. Okay.
Alright, fine. Just don't say I didn't warn ya.
In the end, we decided to ignore the message and remain at the academy. We knew how the culprit would react. Just in case, we decided that everyone would move together, and as a unit during the day as a safety measure. As we did, the sun soon set and night approaches.
Ding dong.
Headies. You never know. Well then.
Guess the announcement's supposed to be pre-recorded, huh? Yes, Serial told me about them earlier. How is everyone? I think I'm a little nauseous still. I just took some Zofram, so hopefully that'll subside soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's been a good, it's been a good weekend. We went out to mini golf in the arcade yesterday. Was a lot of fun. Cherry's apparently dead.
Oh no, not Cherry. Well, time to enjoy these frogs.
Nom nom.
Nom 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 nom.
You're a bit
nom,
tired,
nom,
but
nom.
otherwise surviving. Survival's good. I'm also a bit tired, if you can't tell from all my yawning. I'm sorry if you guys can hear all that. I'm sorry.
Nothing happened in the end. Whoever wrote that message was just bluffing. Can you make up your mind? Do you want us to take the message seriously or not? Right now, no. The situation's changed. So I'm going back to my room to hit the sack.
Ugh. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Did you willingly trigger your own death flag?
I ain't got time for this. We ain't in some freaking game or movie.
But there's no denying that the person who destroyed cereal is still around.
Yes, hiding somewhere in the school. The 16th
Like a
student.
16th student?
I love when we're all on the same page. You won the course, man. Yeah, and a free game. Blaze also won a free game. Neko won a ball for the... I did! Guys, I'm good at crane games. This one was pretty rigged.
We also got anime figure.
We did. We got enough tickets to get an anime figurine.
Also, no one's figured out the new command.
Nobody's even trying to figure out the new command. I'll just use it eventually and surprise people. Which is kind of like what you do when you do this command. Neko saying claw games are rigged, and you were going to say, how can you be good at those? Listen.
Well, I guess we'll just have to do it to Cherry.
I mean, you can do it to Cherry. Be funny. I don't know.
Ambush boop. Get ambush boop Cherry.
I say, how can we be good at claw games? I don't know, but when so on the drive back, we actually played we played like a crane game there. And what was it? We played like 5 rounds or something like that. Like we had enough tokens for 5 rounds. And I think I pulled like in the 3 rounds that I played.
We did one swipe.
We did one swipe.
Because it was play till you win.
Yes.
But I did so bad it gave us more and more credits.
That's true. But we wound up with like 4 or 5 credits. But I think I pulled like 6 balls or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've always been pretty decent at crane games. They're rigged as fuck, but...
Games I'm good at are shooters.
Yeah. You and
Especially
Cryo
that VR
clutched
one.
that VR one.
That was so fun.
Bari.
Especially since the machine moved and everything.
You're gonna head out? Have a great night, Hatman. We did. We also went to the Chinese buffet. It was really nice.
It was a hibachi buffet.
It was really yummy.
That sweet chicken.
You want the Okay. I will get you the... Actually, you know what? Give me a second. I keep forgetting to send it to you, so I will just do it right now.
Also, that buffet sweet chicken. Probably the best chicken ever. Like, holy.
I'm gonna be honest, though. I put my blood sugar up so much.
It's sweet chicken. We're pretty sure it was just like caramelized chicken. Which, sure, it could give you a heart attack or diabetes, but damn, was it good. Especially with some noodles.
Okay. Or... It's also possible they're hiding somewhere among us.
Everyone everyone abruptly stopped what they were doing after Haruko's statement. They all glanced around, scrutinizing each other nervously.
Huh. I see how it is. Safer for us all to just sleep in our own rooms then? Well, at least that room's locked, so we don't have to worry about anyone killing him while we sleep.
Not really.
Huh?
Aito got into Haruko's room. So they're not that safe.
Well, I think we were talking about the baby.
Oh, yeah. Haruko was only mentioning that as a possibility.
I refuse to believe the culprit could be one of us.
Huh?
Let's not start suspecting each other. We'd be playing directly into the culprit's hand. Told you they were just bluffing with that message. Whoever's behind it probably gets a kick out of seeing us running around like headless chickens. That's all. Tell that to Cereal's mangled remains. Cereal was targeted because he was a machine. Damaging a metal contraption is completely different from killing a flesh and blood person.
Are you trying to say the culprit won't harm us because we're human?
I'm just guessing, but I'm pretty sure that's right. Anyways, I'm heading back to my room.
Let's see what tomorrow morning brings.
Takuma and Darumi left after that, followed by Aima and Kakao.
As long as we're together.
No one can hurt us.
They held hands and left the cafeteria together.
Good night, everyone.
Sorry, my body is so poorly formed, it can't fall asleep without a bed. Who do we think the first one's gonna be?
Oh, I don't know.
Tsubasa and Shoma both said they didn't think the culprit could be among us, but as I watched them leave, it occurred to me they probably had their suspicions. Haruko and Gaku and I were the only ones left in the cafeteria. This is ridiculous. Why can't everyone see the best way to stay safe is to stick together?
Everyone's already gone, though. Except the three of us. If the two of you were working together, I'd probably be assaulted tonight. Ew!
Yeah.
You don't have to say that.
I'm not saying that.
No, we're not gonna. Nope. No. Ew.
What the
Chat,
fuck?
we're bunking Gaku. Bunk Gaku, chat. Get him out of here. Of course I'm not. Get your mind out of the damn gutter.
Right, on the other hand, I'd be the one in hot soup if you two are the ones behind this.
We're not, but I have no way of proving that.
Huh?
I guess going back to rooms, rest really is the only thing we can do now.
Indeed, casting aspirations to each other here won't help us sleep any better.
Fine, I'll go too. But only because there's no other choice. Honestly, fair reaction, guy.
Ugh. The table flip was before.
Oh, it still fits. As soon as we all went back to our rooms to turn in for the night.
Are we gonna get another bzzz?
Tossed and turned restlessly on my bed. My eyes were closed, but sleep kept evading me.
Huh?
I wrote that message and destroyed Cereal. Is Gilbert really one of us? No, there's no way.
You got it, Hibari.
That means the culprit's still hidden somewhere in the school. They couldn't have escaped outside the wall of fire after destroying Serial and writing that message.
Huh?
Hang on, are we sure the person who wrote the message and the person who destroyed Serial are one and the same?
Ooh.
We just automatically assume so, but there's no indication that they are. It wasn't the same person, and we're actually up against two different people. How did things end up like this? I ruffled my hair violently while curling up on my bed. I know it was just around the corner, soon it would be day 5. Alright, let's see! It's 12:55 a.m. It hasn't even been an hour since the new day began.
I don't like the fact that we're outside again.
Yeah. Oh, nope, we're in our room. A visitor at this time. Thinking it might be the culprit, I was unnerved until I realized this would give me a great chance to capture them.
If I was ourselves, I would be sleeping with an infuser.
I'm surprised not everyone is. Could very well be someone asking for help too. Whoever it was, I had no reason to ignore them. Let's do this. Gathering my wits, I opened my room door cautiously. I looked around before stepping out. There's nobody to be seen anywhere.
Oh, I don't like this.
Well, time to get back to our room. ASAP.
Yeah.
Was it a prank or a hallucination? Just as I turned to go back to my room, a sharp pain exploded at the back of my head, quickly rendering me unconscious.
Uh-oh.
Well, that means it wasn't us.
Get prepared. Be ready to give your life.
It can't be us because that. So, that's good, right?
I don't like this.
I realized I was on my bed, and I had lost consciousness outside of my room last night. It could be someone trying to pin it on us because we killed Eito.
Could be.
But we were just knocked unconscious, so if anything had happened, it couldn't be us.
Unless we killed whoever knocked us unconscious because we've got, like, Eito's person. Like, here's my thing. We absorbed Eito twice.
Right.
We have a lot of his cryptoglobin flowing through us.
Well, it depends on if that counts as the same cryptoglobin.
I don't know.
Because Eito was weakened when we came back. That's why he didn't obliterate us.
True.
So, I don't know. But
it's cannibalistic. It eats each other. And we've seen ourselves have a projection of the Flame Invader? Well, not like, I guess Flame Baby? Flame Boy? What are we calling him?
But that was the last of his ability to do that. It was technically an avatar he used. Not technically him.
I don't know. Listen,
I think the game is trying to make us think it's ourselves.
I'm grasping at straws here, that's all, okay?
Was it that a dream? Was I just half asleep? I touched the back of my neck as those thoughts ran through my mind. A dull, aching pain greeted me. It wasn't a dream. I stepped outside last night and someone jumped me from above. They've probably been hiding on the rooftop. They punched or kicked me, I'm not sure which, on the back of my head. But who and why? Was it the person who wrote that message and destroyed Serial? In that case, why am I still alive? Then they even went out of the way to move me back to my bed. Just then, the door slammed finally open. Tsubasa ran inside. Uh-oh, someone might be dead.
Takumi! It's Gaku. Gaku's... No.
What happened?
Just go to the classroom on the first floor quickly. Same room we found the message in. I'll go let the others know. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I ran downstairs so quickly, I thought I might trip and fall getting to the classroom. Was the only thing on my mind. Soon the classroom came within view. I dashed inside, and what greeted me was...
What the fuck?
What is this?
Why wasn't he revived?
Whoever did it had cereal. It has to be someone who's in tune with cereal. Hold on a second.
Shizahara.
Ima was fused with Cereal for a time being. He was able to use Cereal's abilities.
Maybe, but he didn't have cryptoglobin when he was infused, so his cryptoglobin wouldn't have changed based towards...
No. But that, it doesn't say their cryptoglobin was restored. It said, remember, it said things would be different.
Oh, either that or it's Hiroko, because she knew things at the end of the commander book. She could have easily turned it off.
On top of it, look at the wound sizes. That is a smaller weapon.
I mean, they could have been stabbed with an infuser over and over, but then it probably would have drained them. True.
Yep.
You're true. That's true.
So it has to be. But then again, Eito was able to kill Haruko and drain her cryptoglobin using his class weapon.
That's true.
So theoretically, this isn't a class weapon that did this.
I mean, it could be a kitchen knife.
It's probably a kitchen knife, if anything. If it had it, because there's technically not a kitchen.
Oh, I bet I thought there was technically a kitchen, because you could use the thing, but you could also cook for yourself.
Oh, maybe. I hear the others entering the classroom behind me.
No! What the hell?
Mr. Maruko!
Why? Gaku? Hey, Gaku! Cut it out! This isn't funny at all!
A screwdriver could be car related. I mean, Tsubasa is the one that found him.
I don't think it could be that. With how wide some of these stab wounds are. Now that I'm looking at it, they're also really inconsistent. There's some that are bigger than others.
That's very true.
This seems to be more like an enraged stab.
Cryo thinks they threw Blaze at them while he was holding a knife.
It wasn't me.
Open your eyes, man! Wake up! I said wake up, Gaku!
Dromi keeps shaking Gaku's shoulders. He didn't respond. So she starts shaking him harder.
A while yet, guy.
Haruko slowly put her arms around Dromi and gently pulled her away.
Hey! Why don't we just use the Revive-O-Matic?
Right! If we move Gaku to the infirmary, we can...
It won't work. The Revive-O-Matic can only revive a person who only just died. That's what it says in the manual.
Can you define just?
It doesn't give a specific number, but definitely not 3 hours.
Hold on. What this now means, Kako is a suspect.
Well, no, because she's detective-y.
3 hours?
No, hold on though. We were one of, besides Tsubasa, it sounded like she first came to us and everyone followed suit. Why would Kakao check the book before a death had happened?
Can you zoom in more? Gaku looks to have the same face as Eito.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Anyone who had just checked that book is suspicious in any regard. It doesn't matter when they checked it, they are suspicious.
Maybe.
On top of the fact, Eito got restorated and this is his face. Whoever killed Gaku could have drained his crypto globe and then used that process.
Yeah, which is, again, I'm more suspicious on Hiroko.
You can tell by the dry and discolored blood. It's been at least 3 hours since he was killed. And besides, look at the amount of blood he's lost. You know how the Revive-O-Matic works. You need to have cryptoglobin in your body.
We couldn't just give out without doing anything. We moved Gaku's body to the infirmary, put him in a corpse recovery drone, placed him in the Revive-O-Matic. However...
Unfortunately, Kako was right.
The Revive-O-Matic's analysis monitor was located at the back of the device. We all looked at the information together. Cause of this, hemorrhage shock. Estimated time of death, day 5 between 1 and 4 a.m. Multiple stab wounds on the chest and abdomen. Murder weapon is likely a sharp blade about 1 foot long.
It's the Monokuma file!
Okay, let's think about this. If we're going off... So it's probably a kitchen knife. If we're going off of if it's anyone's class weapons, does anyone have one that could be that?
Well...
Because it's not us. Because it's 1 foot long. Like, our blade is definitely much longer than that. It's not anyone who had any blunt weapons. It's not Kako. Darumi.
Darumi does have knives like that, yeah. But also, I don't remember what Ima's actual weapon was.
It was his fist. It was like winged fist.
Was it?
Yeah, because he had flight. He could ignore enemies.
So the only one is Darumi.
What was Hiroko's?
An axe.
A blade in 1 foot long?
I don't know.
Would be very slasher.
We'll have to see.
So much time has passed since death. Insignificant cryptoglobin present in body. Possible to revive.
Doesn't something seem off to you guys? Why didn't that corpse recovery drone do its job earlier?
That's also interesting. You're right.
Yeah, Hiroko's axe is pretty large.
If the drone had flown over to collect Gaku's body the moment he died, this wouldn't have happened. Upon hearing that, Tsubasa sprang into action. She went back to the analysis monitor. After fiddling with the terminal for a while, she took several steps back in shock.
The drone itself is working correctly. Someone's overwritten the program that controls it.
What?
The code is too difficult to hack, even for me. There's no way we can restore the original programming now. New settings say that the drone doesn't activate if a SDU member dies outside of a defensive battle.
You can't be serious.
It would do such a thing. I think that was probably a long time ago. I wouldn't be shocked if that was something Eito did before Serial.
No, I don't know about that. I mean, maybe.
Because wasn't that also a big thing in the first playthrough when they said you can't be revived outside of a defensive battle?
No. I don't
thought
think
that was
we
like
had
brought
this
up
before.
several times.
I don't think so. Ow.
Well, now comes the question of who's tech savvy enough to do that.
Yeah. Anywho.
I mean, anyone who reads the book probably could.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Skumo twins could. Yeah, we couldn't be revived if we were outside the school grounds. That's what it was before.
Let's see, who else?
Because the Sukumo twins are supposed to be geniuses.
Anyone who reads the files could do it, because it probably talks about how you can use it.
I could see Tsubasa being the one who did it and then claiming she just can't figure out how to put it back.
Yeah. Then it comes down to the weapon, though. It seems much more thematic if someone killed with their class weapon.
But it could have just been the infuser.
True.
The infuser's about the right size.
Let's see, who else? Darumi? As a gamer?
Maybe. Do you even need to ask?
It's obviously the same person who killed Gaku.
Silence filled the air, and Obi spoke for a while. Then Sekimara mumbled something. Sure, this is all my fault. I kept insisting the culprit was bluffing. Gaku wouldn't have died if I had believed him.
Oh, DBZ Trunks fan, welcome in. Thanks for the Happy Mother's Day. I appreciate it. We celebrated yesterday, though. How are you?
I don't know about that. The same thing may have happened even if we had all slept together in the cafeteria last night. Or maybe things would have been worse.
Unless they used something similar to what we did.
What do you mean?
Or what happened to us. They knocked on Gaku's door.
Maybe.
Theoretically, it could be someone Gaku trusts. Because notice how it was all a pool and not, like, dragged blood.
Yeah.
So therefore, he was led to that room and killed there. So it was someone who he would have business talking to. Which immediately makes me think it could probably be a female.
Probably.
Knowing him.
Which kind of puts me back to Haruko.
Yeah. It is probably Haruko. At this moment in time.
I'm doing pretty good. Slightly nauseous, but we're just waiting for medicine to kick in. Blaze, you still doing good?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yummy frogs.
What do you mean? I'll explain later.
A few hours later.
And now I gotta turn you down on Discord.
Well, we managed to regain our composure somewhat and started cleaning up the classroom. Just didn't seem right to leave all that blood on the floor. not the corpse. I also made sure to thoroughly check for possible clues that might lead us to the murder while we cleaned. Ultimately, we came to the realization that the killer had left nothing behind. No footprints, no blood, bodily fluids, not even a single strand of hair.
Huh.
So someone probably experienced in killing. Haruko. Once we were done, we decided to take care of the message as well. The message was the cause of everything. The mere sight of it nauseated me. We angrily and vigorously scrubbed the message with solvent until it disappeared. Tsubasa and Shoma crying as they worked. Before we knew it, the sun already set and we were surrounded by darkness. And this means we're about to get a fight pretty quickly here.
Yeah.
So this is two since they asked. Then we started on our next task. Transporting Gaku's dead body from the infirmary to the morgue.
Huh?
Hey, why are we moving his body here?
Shouldn't we be giving him a dignified burial? The corpse is a silent witness who never lies. Burying it would mean losing valuable clues.
That reminds me, you mentioned that you were trying to become a detective in a previous timeline. And I must have said he was your brilliant, talented assistant or something?
I said that.
Yes. Now do you believe I traveled back in time?
No, because at this point he's still controlling her. I'm not sure. That's not particularly convincing evidence. Am I right to assume you're interested in helping me out with the investigation, Kako? Yes! And then share your observations with us, great detective. Who's the most likely suspect in your eyes? Wait! We need to figure things out like this, step by step.
But you never share who you think it is. Ever.
Right?
Especially since we don't know how many people this guy or girl plans on killing. If you say it's them, you're next. She tapped a finger on her temple.
First of all, Tsubasa was the first person to find the body, right? Well, yeah, I woke up before the morning announcement, so I went to the classroom on the first floor. Was trying to see if we'd missed any clues that could have pointed us to the identity of the person who wrote the message. Then I found Gaku on the floor like that. Ooh. The question is... Why did the killer murder him so brutally? He was stabbed multiple times in the chest and abdomen. If killing him had been the objective, they could have simply aimed directly for the heart. The number of stab wounds usually indicates some sort of powerful personal grudge.
It feels more like anger than a grudge to me. Killer's the same person who wrote that message, right? They got angry because we didn't follow their instructions. What if I was just trying to make an example out of someone? Thinking they could strike fear into our hearts by killing someone in the most visceral way possible.
I think their objective was even simpler than that.
Huh?
Pray tell. To bleed as much cryptoglobin out as possible, so that we couldn't possibly revive Gaku even if we found his body right away. That would mean the killer's very familiar with the Special Defense Unit's members and how our bodies work. In short, there's a very high probability that the killer's one of us.
Now the question is, how many stab wounds is it? Is it 28 stab wounds? So he wouldn't have a chance?
Yikes.
I mean, that's actually a very valid question. Because if it is 28 stab wounds, then we have some questions for Darumi, as the resident gamer.
Yeah.
Everyone fell silent at that. But nobody seemed as shaken up as they were yesterday, as if they had already come to the conclusion deep inside.
That's why right. Back in the infirmary, I said that things would have been worse if we had all slept together in the cafeteria.
Because the killer would have just assassinated everyone in their sleep?
Yes. After drugging us with sleep medicine or something.
Huh?
Oh, that's unthinkable. It's just not possible. One of us here is the killer.
Huh.
The alarm didn't sound. That means nobody's breached the Academy's defenses.
Oh.
Not true.
Oh, and before you bring it up, no, Eito couldn't have done it either. Because...
Trucked one of the dead bodies, stood in front of it, promptly pulled off the sheet that was covering it.
See? He's not breathing and has no pulse. It's literally impossible for Eito to be the killer. Unless he somehow turned into a zombie. Oh!
Everyone saw what Gaku's estimated time of death on the Revive-O-Matic was.
Yes, I think it was between 1 and 4 a.m. last night.
Huh.
I'm going to have to ask each and every one of you where you were and what you were doing at that time.
Everyone said they had been sleeping in their own rooms, other than Ima. Ima was sleeping with Cacao.
I was sleeping in my dear sister's room. Which means only my dear sister and I have valid alibis. Sweet home Alabama.
Alabama. No.
The testimony of a sibling is unreliable. Yes, I was expecting you to say that.
Huh? Wait, so none of us have proper alibis?
Hang on, nobody's asked Takumi where he's been yet.
Alright, what about you, Takumi? I mean, your answer's probably gonna be the same.
Nope, I was... I hesitated for a moment. Telling the truth would make me seem questionable. But if it ever came to light that I lied this time, I'd definitely look suspicious then. So I decided to go ahead and tell everyone what happened to me last night at around 1 a.m. Say what? Someone came out of nowhere and knocked you out.
Mama said knock you out. And then you woke up to the sound of the morning announcement. In your bed.
Yes, more or less. The person who knocked me out had to be the killer.
Why don't you tell us about this now?
I couldn't find a good time to bring it up. Really, but so much time has already passed since we found Gaku's body. Exactly, the focus was on Gaku's body, not us. Everyone looked at me with suspicion in their eyes, causing my heart to beat faster. I'm telling the truth, please believe me.
So you say, but...
The time traveling thing's gotta just be a big fat lie. Yes, you killed Eito for some reason and made up that tall tale in order to justify your actions.
No. That would actually explain why Cereal was destroyed too. Huh? Cereal was the only one person when Eito was killed. He was the only one who knew the truth.
When Cereal tried to blackmail Takumi using that incident, Takumi destroyed him in order to silence him.
Hey!
Why would I do that? Oh, what about the message? I was the first one to propose we stay in the academy. Besides, there's no reason for me to kill Gaku. Absolutely no reason at all.
You're coming apart at the seams. No one said anything about you killing Mr. Maruko.
You were all looking at me as if you thought I was the killer.
Huh.
Jesus.
Spent hours trying to prove my innocence to the others. But there's nothing convincing I could use to clear my name. Sakamaru, Durumi, Shoma, and the Tsukumo twins were especially unwilling to give me any benefit of the doubt.
Oh.
Well then, sister dearest, let us fall asleep under the same roof again tonight.
Yeah, like I said before, it's more dangerous for everyone to be sleeping together. Sleeping with the person you trust the most is the best way to deal with this.
Takamaru, will you please allow this worm to burrow in your room tonight? Huh? What are you saying? You're the person I trust the most. Or are you afraid that I may actually be the killer? Then don't be stupid, you idiot. I'd just kill you right back.
That means I'm staying in Mistress Hiroko's room tonight. You can kill me anytime you please, my mistress.
I'm sorry, but you're on your own.
But why?
You may end up killing me for all I know. Besides, I've already been reserved by someone else.
Someone else? Hiruko's staying with me tonight.
Aw, poor Durumi. Your only option left is Takumi.
Absolutely not. I'm not gonna throw myself into the arms of a serial killer. I have standards on who gets to kill me, you know.
Jesus.
Everyone retired to their chosen rooms after signing on sleeping arrangements. I have a feeling we're about to see a double kill.
I don't know. Maybe.
I chugged my way back to my own room as well. I had just returned to my room when the doorbell rang. Don't fall for it again! Door swung open and in walked... Hiruko, Tsubasa, what's the matter?
Can you get a recap? Okay, we came back in time. We saved Cereal from Eito. We killed Eito. Cereal shows up dead the next morning. Again. And then Gaku showed up dead.
Also a message telling us to leave the school or someone will kill us all.
Yes.
And everyone thinks it's us.
Yeah, everyone thinks it's us.
Even though we're pretty sure it's not.
We're pretty sure it's not. Ow. Just so we're clear, this doesn't mean we trust you or anything.
Huh?
What? You came all this way to just tell me that?
Let me finish. We don't trust you, but we see no reason to be completely suspicious of you either, unlike the other 5.
Okay, that's nice to hear. And?
If what you've been saying is true, there's going to be an enemy attack in 2 days' time, on day 7, right?
Maybe. According to what I've lived through, yes.
When that happens, I intend to fight. But it's unlikely the other 5 will be willing to follow you.
So, you're saying there's a high chance they won't join the fight? You and Takamaru and Durumi who fought on day 1? We're fine, we're beefed up pretty massively.
Tsubasa's trying to say she's willing to lend you a hand. Can't just sit back and let you and Hiroko fight the invaders by yourselves. Besides, it's game over for us anyway if we lose.
Oh.
A combat party of 3 isn't going to be strong enough. Which is why I'm thinking of calling in reinforcements.
The second academy? From where?
You once mentioned a second to last defense academy that's being protected by 5 special defense unit members, right?
Oh, I get it. You want to bring them here? Was it inevitable that they would one day have to go to second last defense academy anyway?
True.
The academy was attacked on day 10 and Moko was killed.
So it's probably good for us to go sooner.
Unless they come to us through the bus, because they have a bus, we do not.
Yeah, but we've got Tsubasa's car.
True. But I've been pushing it to the back of my mind because I thought we still had time. Oh, we're get to fight with Moko, actually. Hold on.
We'll actually meet Moko.
We'll get to use her abilities and everything. Hell yeah. We'll get to see what she's actually like. Not that we have any spare time to think about going there at all. Didn't make sense to go over as soon as possible. So I agreed to Hiroko's and Tsubasa's plan. Are you both coming with me?
Of course. And then we set off at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning.
6?
The campus is quite a distance from here, isn't it?
Yeah.
We should start early then. We also have to ensure we can make it back before the enemy attack on day 7.
That's a good point.
And that's settled then. We'll be taking our leave now. We'll go tell the others about this.
Not smart. Thank you. That's actually not a smart idea. Because if the killer finds out they're going to get reinforcements, that puts a target on their head. They nodded and left the room. There's just one thing that bothers me. Is it really a good idea to leave 5 people behind in an academy with a serial killer on the loose? That said, I really did want to reach the second campus before Moko got killed on day 10. Since we needed reinforcements for the next defensive battle, going there tomorrow was indeed the best option we had. It wouldn't make sense for all of us to go anyway, and leaving just 2 or 3 to protect the school alone wouldn't be any better. In fact, it would be worse because that'd just make them easier targets for the killer. I concluded that the safest thing to do was go there with Haruko and Tsubasa. Hope we can meet the team from the second academy tomorrow. Kirishika, Moko, Karara, Igamu, and Nozomi. The possibility of seeing them again did nothing to loosen the tight knot in my stomach. After all, a friend has just been violently murdered today. I couldn't get the sight of Gaku's mangled body out of my mind. At 6 a.m. I went straight to the entrance hall, where Haruko and Tsubasa were already waiting for me. How you feeling? Want to keep going?
Actually, I think I'd like to end here. I am, like, absurdly tired for no good reason.
Plus, I want to see what this route tree looks like.
Yes, very true. Let's save here. I'm gonna save Here, I'm just gonna start saving over again. Okay.
Okay. So we got a lot of stuff to look at right now.
We're in chapter 15?
Dang. I mean, that makes sense, actually.
I suppose, yeah.
That makes sense.
Anywho.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Okay.
So that's event 1, 2, 3. I'm assuming if you hover over, it kind of gives you like an overview.
Decide Eito's fate, let him live. Okay, hold on. Kill him. And then this is leave the school or stay in the school.
Interesting that that's really recent. Huh. Besides, it doesn't have Gaku killed on 5.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised at that too. And the...
It kind of makes sense as to not spoil it.
Hey, Hibari with a Cocoa Swirl. Yeah,
It looks like we're on the right path so far.
It looks like we're on the right path so far.
But now I kind of want to check out the report cards.
Okay.
Is it that weird? It's like, I wonder if anything's different.
Our commander absorption's at 4.
So I don't think that's counting Eito. Actually, is that counting Eito?
Hers
I think
is-
that's counting Eito. Which makes sense because she killed the first one.
Big Biscuit has just
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Have some
Look at the
tea
top
money,
right.
Neko.
Have some team money. Thank you. Top right bond rank. What the what? Thank you so much, Big Get, for the 15.
So what I'm seeing is we're getting Danganronpa level stuff with the free time event stuff.
Yeah. And listen, the music's changed for this too. Thank you so much with team money. Thank you. Yeah, I think between being tired and like my stomach is still not really all of them kept their commander absorptions.
For the most part.
Yeah, for the most part, I was gonna say.
Well, those who haven't transformed haven't shown theirs yet, so that kind of makes sense. And she's in the process of joining us, so it makes sense it shows hers.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, yeah, because we haven't... Takamaru doesn't... Well, I don't think we ever gave Takamaru one anyway.
We never gave Takamaru one because we never really used him.
Oopsie daisy.
What,
Anywho.
what else could be different? I'm curious.
Was the archive here before? Oh, it had to have been.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This definitely feels a lot different. Like, in a good way.
Okay, we're gonna save. I'm gonna go back to the title. Wonder if anything on the title screen changed since we're in a specific chapter now, right?
Ooh, that could be true.
Squeak, squeak, squeak.
Squeak. Well, we're not technically in a route.
Well, I said we're in a chapter. It gave us a chapter
we're in
number.
a
I didn't
chapter.
know. It could have been something. Anywho.
Yeah, I think once we get more further into what the chapter is.
Yeah.
Because of the certain way you saw how they were numbered.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Once we get into like deeper.
I have something to say too after we're done.
Okay.
So.
Ooh. Got some good options tonight.
Yeah, we do.
For once.
I know, it feels like we never have great options. I think we go... honestly, let's go here.
Yeah. Oh, that's a lot of people watching.
We don't get to see her very often, so.
We don't.
I did mute, right? Yes.
A lot of people watching this.
Yeah, and we'll be following.
Yes, we will.
Anywho, I'm only raiding this. I don't have the energy to raid Twitch tonight.
Fair enough.
You got the.
You're just gonna see a bunch of 100-line stuff anyway. So.
Yeah, that's all it tends to give me. It's a little frustrating.
I think it's because you've been streaming so much in your turn or in 100-line that it recommends other people who are playing what you have been doing streams of.
Probably. That makes the most sense now, doesn't it? Anywho, I hope everybody had a grand old time. And we'll see you tomorrow night for more 100-line Last Defense Academy. So until next time, bye!
Bye!